Now this keyboard has been around for actually quite some time now, and I wish I tried it sooner. It's so good. Let's go ahead and check it out. Nice, simple, secured packaging. All of the accessories that you will be needing will come with the keyboard. Now, first impressions on the keyboard, I think it looks very clean. I got the silver variation with see-through keycaps, but you can also get it in black or red with the same see-through keycaps. Now, when you search for this online though, you might see a lot more of different colors and variations. It's like crazy how many looks this keyboard has. But yeah, there will definitely be one that will fit your setup, and yeah, the back also looks amazing here, by the way. Now, for the feel, it also does feel very high quality. It does have some weight, full aluminum case, comes in around 1,667 grams. Now for the keycaps, again, there's a lot you can get with all of the different variations, but yeah, these see-through ones are polycarbonate. I'm pretty sure they are frosted, and yeah, pretty high quality. Now for the switches, these are apparently Siren magnetic switches. Here's a little sound test. I think that sounds and feels pretty smooth. I'm pretty sure they're pre-lubed, closed bottom, very stable as well, minimal wiggle wobble. And if you don't like these, you can also get them with the Skyline magnetic switches that unfortunately I do not have any to try out, but yeah. Now here's a little sound test with the switches and the keycaps on. Now I think that sounds amazing and unique. It like has some creaminess, but it's also pretty deep and talky, which I really like. You can tell they made a lot of efforts in making this keyboard sound good. I can see a good amount of lube there. We can see the layers here. No problems with the acoustics of this keyboard. But yeah, as you can see over here, let's move on to the features and its performance. We do have very good RGB on this keyboard. Let me plug it in. It is dual facing, and you do have a lot here on the spacebar as well. Like, look at this. North and south, very nice and vibrant as well. Here's how it looks like with my lights turned off. It looks amazing. We also have a little ring here. If you're curious if this is a button, no, unfortunately, I wish it is, but yeah, there's a pretty cool ring light there that also indicates the caps lock turns blue. But okay, I have the web-based software. I'll be putting it in the description, and then yeah, we can connect here. No need to download anything. Make sure you connect the keyboard if you haven't yet, and then yeah, you will be greeted with these guys. If it's on Chinese, just change it over here. This is the Su75 Pro. We can switch configurations or profiles, and then over here will be performance, where we can customize the actuation point, rapid trigger. As you can see, you can go down to as low as 0.001 millimeters for everything. But yeah, I do recommend you set some dead zones, especially if you experience any accidental activations. But yeah, you can explore this, and then we can also change the axis or the switches. Not really important as long as you know the max distance of your switches. And then we have calibration, where we can calibrate the keyboard, of course. Let's do this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the performance tab here. If you want to know my reasons why I set these specific settings, I already made a separate video about that. But okay, now moving on to the lighting tab, and we can apparently go even brighter here. So let me increase that, and yet that is definitely much more brighter. But you can go ahead and explore this. From my experience though, having the max brightness isn't always the best, stability wise at least, of the calibration of your keyboard. But again, you can explore this, and then we can also turn off upper light or lower light, because again, this is dual facing, north and south, so very customizable there. We do have a lot of effects modes that doesn't have a label, but you can also customize it on your own if you'd like, if you don't like any of these effects. And then we also have decorative one, which, oh, this is for the ring light. So yeah, as you can see, we can also make it like this or like this. I think making this 100% bright will have no problems. And yeah, you can also customize it actually. But yeah, now moving on to the next tab, which is the custom key, where we can remap the keys. As you can see, very customizable, and you can also change configurations very easily with just an FN combination key if you'd like over here. Love that. We can also change the different layers. Nice. No problems with the custom key tab. Moving on to the advanced key tab, we have SOCD, DKS, MPT, mod tap, total key, and then scrappy snappy. Pretty much all of the features you will be needing is over here, and as you can see, I do have AND with SOCD. It is also very customizable here. But yeah, now moving on to the next tab, macros. We can start recording, set macros, very nice, and then configuration. We can customize it even further and even rename it. So okay, we can finally make it English. Nice. And there's apparently more features coming. Okay, and then we can also update restore here. I love that we don't have to install anything to update it. We can do an online update, as you can see. So yeah, I always love that option. We can also change the report rate, 8000 hertz max. We can also change the sleep time. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the software. Very feature packed, very unique looking as well. It's like a galaxy background with the earth over here. But yeah, now let's go ahead and test this out on Keyboard Inspector. You did see we set this on 8000 hertz polling rate, so let's see how accurate that is. This apparently has a 256,000 hertz scanning rate, so yeah, very responsive. But yeah, for the polling rate, 8000, yeah, very accurate. Now let's go ahead and test this out with my latency testing tool, OSL TTCS. I'm not gonna go to too much details on how this works because I already made a separate video about that, but what it pretty much does is it measures the time between when the keycap comes into contact and when the computer actually receives the signal. And here's the results, 0.876 milliseconds. That is very responsive, pretty much on par with other magnetic keyboards with similar specs. I doubt you'll notice any difference when comparing this to the top magnetic keyboards on this list. You'll only probably start noticing a difference when there's a 5 millisecond difference, and comparing this to the top, there's not even a millisecond difference. But yeah, very impressive results for those interested on the milliseconds. Here you go. Now I always give a little disclaimer, these results can still vary, but these results should still be very accurate. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and test this keyboard out more in game.
Oh, yeah, that's him, that's him.
3 ตัวเนี่ยผมได้ฟรีหมดเลย
They're ready.
Nice. Let's go, Mig. That's on YouTube. Let's go.
Oh, he's stunned.
Stay close, stay close. Close, you want bomb? Close.
1 HP yes
One enemy remaining.
Omar, don't get off.
Oh,
Oh, one more.
I just hacked.
ตัว
One enemy remaining.
กูดึงมาใส่
Last player standing.
Oh no. They knew where I was. Bro.
One enemy remaining.
At least we got the trade.
Spike down. B.
Oh.
Raise hook last scene.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
So after playing and testing with the Everglide Su75 Pro, here's my experience so far. Now you saw the latency test, the gameplay definitely won't hold you back when gaming. It's pretty feature packed. As soon as you press the keys, they do actuate. As soon as you let go, they do deactivate. It's very responsive. I have no complaints gaming with it. I didn't really encounter any issues when I was gaming. Now other than gaming though, I can also recommend it for daily use typing. You heard how it sounds like, it's so good. I enjoyed typing with this keyboard and using it for my daily use. I really appreciate the layout. 75% pretty much has all of the keys I will be needing. Yeah, just an overall amazing experience with this keyboard. Now I do want to talk about a little problem I experienced though. It's also probably my fault why it happened, but I actually tried opening up this keyboard since it looked pretty easy to open up. It just had some screws on the corners, but one of the screws, the cross part, got worn out, so I couldn't get it out. Well, again, it's probably my fault. If I was a little bit more careful, that probably wouldn't have happened. So yeah, just be careful when opening up the keyboard with the screws. Again, I guess it's not really the keyboard's problem. It was my fault why that happened. So yeah. Anyways, again, an amazing magnetic keyboard here for gaming, for daily use, whatever use. High quality. Now, is it worth it though, and would I recommend it? Now again, if you search this keyboard online, there's a lot of places you can get this keyboard from. Different stores, AliExpress, Shopee, but this unit right here was sent to me by KeyForce. So their store is gonna be the first link I'm gonna be putting in the description. Now, KeyForce is a pretty new brand website from what I can see. So as always, I recommend you do your own research before buying from any brands. This video is about me reviewing this keyboard, not a brand. So yeah, again, do your own research. But yeah, right now they do have a pre-order or pre-sale period. There's around 5 days left at the moment of filming this video. And apparently if you pay $10 in this pre-order or pre-sale period, you will get a $50 coupon code for the actual keyboard price. So yeah, you'll get it for a discounted price. You'll also apparently get some freebies. So first 100 orders, you'll get a free carbon fiber plate, apparently worth around $20. And then for the first 200 orders, you're gonna get a free high-speed 8K gaming cable, which is worth around $15 $50 apparently. And apparently you also get priority shipping. All pre-sale orders will be shipped in the exact sequence of deposit payments. So the original price of this keyboard is gonna be around $139 without any discount. And then if you go for the pre-order, you pay $10, so $149 minus the $50 discount coupon. That's gonna bring it down to around $99. And for that price, that is pretty crazy. Below $100. I can see that being a pretty budget-friendly price. And if you're wondering why the discount is so big, it's apparently because, again, they just launched this new website. So pretty new website and brand, as I mentioned earlier. So yeah, for around that price, let's say you get this keyboard around $99. That is an amazing deal. I think it is worth it. Amazing value for the price. I would recommend it. But let's say you don't get any discount, so the original price $139, around that, I think it is still worth it. I would still say it is worth it. I would recommend it. I mean, for what you're getting here, the quality, the performance, again, a full aluminum case, feature packed. It's just an amazing magnetic keyboard. The sound, the feel, yeah, even without the discounts, I would recommend it. So yeah, if you're interested, I'll be putting this keyboard first link in the description, and those links in the description are gonna be my affiliate links, by the way, so I would really appreciate it if you can use those when buying anything. I don't think I have a discount code, but if I ever do, I'll be putting it in the description as well, so that you can use to get some discounts. And yeah, again, a little disclaimer, this keyboard is sent to me, but that won't change my review. Everything that you've been hearing me say about this keyboard are all my honest opinions and review. So yeah, I pray and hope that this video helped you in some way. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay grateful, and remember, Jesus loves you. Bye bye.